Den 121 Dental Hygiene Preclinic Lab. Lab test, Statim Sterilizer. You are assigned to sterilization. It is the middle of the afternoon and both mid-mark autoclaves are running. The dentist needs a high-speed handpiece ASAP. You choose to run the Statim. You already ran the unit once this morning, according to protocol, meaning the biomonitor test has been completed. Ready, self, prepare integrator, and ready unit. Proper PPE must be worn: gown, mask, treatment gloves, and nitrils. On the clean side, prepare integrator with autoclave number, initials, date. Place unbagged integrator strip on dirty side. Every autoclave load will have an integrator strip placed in each load. Check for proper sterilization and record when completed. Remember, sterilization monitors must face the same challenge as the load. In this case, an unbagged handpiece.
So I'm going to prepare the integrator, and if you will remember from a previous video, the integrator will have a little clear box here, and upon reaching sterilization, a blue stripe will appear. You want to make sure that this blue stripe enters the safe zone. That assures us that the processor or the autoclave has worked properly. So I'm going to put the autoclave number, and in this case it's Statim. You can put STAT, the date, and my initials. And since we are running an unbagged handpiece, remember we want the monitors to face the same challenge as the instruments, and in this case, an unbagged handpiece. So I'm going to prepare my integrator on the clean side. I'm going to drop it on the dirty side.
Do you want to get your PPP on to do this, or you do it? Yes. Okay. So what? Okay. So now we're going to get on our proper PPE, and Miss Campbell has that on with her glasses, mask, coat. She's going to sanitize her hands and place treatment gloves. Turn the power switch on, located on the back left side of unit.
So this is our Statim autoclave. It's a quick autoclave. So if you need an instrument processed quickly, this would be your go-to autoclave.
You may use the small step ladder to locate the switch on the back left side of the unit.
So if you need the step ladder, you can do that. But the back left side, the switch is right around the corner here.
Check the distilled water reservoir by removing lid and filter screen on top of unit.
So I'll take the lid and the filter, and as I look down into the unit, you will notice a little black line on the left side, you want to make sure that the water fills the unit to the black line.
If needed, add distilled water to the black fill line on the left side of the tank. Make sure the ring from the gallon jug is removed.
So remember our ring from the gallon jug, make sure that that is taken off before you fill.
Check condenser bottle to be sure the water level is above the minimum mark and several inches below the maximum mark.
Once I've filled the water, I'm going to replace the screen, replace the top. So this is our condenser bottle. This unit is self-contained, so the water from inside this autoclave will drain into the condenser bottle. On the front of the bottle, you will see a minimum line. There needs to be at least this much water in the condenser bottle to keep the heated coils cool or from overheating. And then you want to make sure that as the bottle fills up that the water does not go over the maximum line, because if you run another cycle at the maximum line, water will actually come out of the top. So this is probably about a good level.
With gloved hands, take cassette in one hand and cookie sheet in the other. Place cookie sheet on the clean side and the cassette on the dirty side countertop.
I'm going to take the cassette, hold it by the green handles. I'm going to take the cookie sheet. I'm going to place the cookie sheet on the clean side. I'm going to take the cassette over to the dirty side.
Let green handles of the cassette hang off the edge without touching the dirty side of counter. Open cassette by pushing on the center bar and lifting up.
So we always try to keep the green handles clean, even though this is the dirty side.
Don nitrils to move prepared instrument to cassette. Be careful not to overload.
So remember, if we're handling instruments, we're going to be using our nitrile gloves. So in this case, the doctor needed a handpiece, so I'm going to place the handpiece.
Add integrator strip to load.
And the integrator strip, because remember, an integrator strip goes in every autoclave load in here in sterilization.
Do not mix bags of bagged and unbagged instruments. Remove nitrile gloves and place on the sink.
So I'm going to take my nitrile gloves off, because remember, we're trying to keep the green handles clean. So when we say bagged and unbagged, all the instruments have to face the same challenge. So in every autoclave, they'll either be all bagged or all unbagged, because they run at different temperatures and different amounts of time depending on if they're in a bag or they're
Because close cassette by touching green handles only with treatment gloves. Start Statim. Wearing treatment gloves, holding only by the green handles without touching outside of cassette. Load the cassette into the unit until you hear it click in place.
And you want to make sure that the cassette is loaded top up. And you're going to hear a click.
Press button for desired cycle. Usually either far left button for unwrap cycle or second from left for wrapped cycle. Display screen will confirm selection and prompt you to press start.
So since we're running an unbagged handpiece, we're going to press the unbagged button. Make sure that the display is here in the bar. And then we're going to press start.
Amber light will be displayed on the front of unit.
And that's right in there.
Remove treatment gloves and wash or hand sanitize hands.
Okay.
At the end of cycle, amber light will flash and unit will begin chirping. Dryer will start automatically. Let bagged items dry completely in the Statim if not needed immediately. Dry cycle may be interrupted by pressing stop button for unwrapped items that are needed immediately. Deliver autoclaved items with treatment gloved hands. Remove the cassette and place on cookie sheet.
So we're the sterilization process is completed. The unit is starting the drying process, but we need this unbagged instrument immediately. So I'm going to press the stop button, and then we can actually take the cassette out.
Place on cookie sheet on clean side. And open. After confirming the integrator strip dark bar has entered the blue steam safe zone, deliver to operatory.
So we want to make sure when we open the cassette that we keep it on the cookie sheet, because technically the outside of the cassette has not been sterilized, only the inside. So here is our integrator strip, and since we didn't actually run a load, this is what a completed integrator strip looks like. So we want to confirm that it is in the blue line has come into the steam safe zone.
Dispense hot instruments with cotton pliers only.
So I'm going to take the instrument and I am going to actually walk out of sterilization into the operatory where the instrument is needed, and the operator will take their cotton pliers and retrieve the hot instrument for use.
Return cassette and insert into Statim.
I'm going to put the cassette back together, press it closed, place it for the next load.
Wash hands or use hand sanitizer for 15 seconds.
Notice we do a lot of hand sanitizing and a lot of hand washing in dental hygiene.
And be certain to turn Statim unit off at the end of the day.
Want to make sure that we record our integrator strip into our book. We're going to place it. We're going to circle Statim, our date, the date, our initials, and that it has been changed. And then I'm going to make sure that the Statim has been turned off at the end of the day.